Coach, offense came alive once again. What are your thoughts on the performance today?
Yeah, I mean, I think in this at home in the Mountain West and with the wind the way it was, to not be able to score what we did and not be able to hit a home run, I thought we were really disciplined offensively. I thought we did a really good job at passing the baton and getting the next guy to the plate.
What has gone into the early success offensively? You've had a couple of really high-scoring games.
Well, I think part of it's discipline, but I think that's kind of what life is. I think you got to stay really disciplined with what you're doing and your intent and your work and all that. And these guys are just starting to find a little bit of success doing that.
Pitching staff, Biesterfeld went out there and gave it a pretty good 4 2/3. What did you see from him?
You know, there's some mistakes. You know, I think Jake was good, but there's some mistakes early. You know, especially you give up a 2 spot in the first inning, I think, with 2 outs, and just things like that. If you can cut those in half, and I'm not saying wipe them away, but if you cut those in half, I think you're gonna get yourself deeper into the game and give your team a better chance if and when you're not so offensive.
You gone to Peyton Stumbo a couple of times in some situations where not so high leverage, but some situations where you needed to get outs. What have you seen from him so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, hey, I never make mound visits, but it's really, you know, the trip to the mound was just to tell him remind him about being competitive. I just thought he was nibbling. There again, I said it yesterday, I thought his lane changes were too big, and just make the other team deal with your stuff and, as we say, get down the mountain. I think if he can do that, and when he does that, he's in good shape. When he tries to be finesse and nibble, I think that's what gets him in trouble.
And finally, what will be the key to completing a sweep tomorrow in Game 3?
Yeah, this San Jose team's pretty good, and they're, I always put a lot of stock in how you finish games, and obviously, as you just saw, win, lose, or draw, they weren't lying down, and I think it's going to be the same tomorrow. They're going to come out swinging, and we got to be ready.